Uh-oh. Okay. For a second there, that had me nervous, the black screen of death, but we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. It has been quite the busy couple of weeks for me. I thought I was going to be doing a lot more streaming these last couple of weeks, but I tell you what, trip after trip just kept popping up, and it was too good to pass up, so here we are, fresh off of a 2-day trip that I just finished up last night, super late. Was going to chill out and do some long streaming today, but then I decided to pick up another turn for Friday and Saturday, so it kind of just put me in there. I have other stuff I need to be taking care of at the house, but I still wanted to get one more flight in here before I went back to flying the bus, and I said, let's go ahead and get ourselves in that Beech Turbine Duke in the Brazil update area of the sim, I guess. So I downloaded this World Update, World Update Brazil a while ago, but I couldn't fly over it. It was having a lot of issues, but I think it's kind of been smoothed out now. Hopefully we don't have any issues, but I do have the World Update for Brazil. We're going to be going up the coastline here in our Turbine Duke into Santos Dumont, which is an absolute juicer, and if we have time tomorrow, we'll be taking the 319 in there as well, just to kind of fly around this part of the country for a little bit, because it does look quite stunning. Now, we are in real weather. I backed the time off about an hour, and I'm hoping we'll be able to see more. Maybe, I don't know. The clouds have moved in here pretty thick as I've been sitting on the ramp waiting for you guys to get here and show up, so we shall see. If anything, it's just going to be a little teaser flight today and maybe tomorrow, and then after I finish up this week with real world flying, we'll hit it off hard next week as we go into the month of April. But yeah, I mean, once you get on the train of flying, it's like it's hard to stop flying real world stuff, so that's kind of just where I'm at. I figured my month is shot, I might as well just fly all I can, and then next month we'll fly a little bit less. So good to see everybody here in the chat. Zach Lewine, thank you so much, man. Welcome back, Captain. Stoked for more Duke. I know, man, and here's the thing, I had a 319 flight ready to go. Pretty sweet fictional Azul livery on the A319. I wish they had 319s because it looks awesome. I was going to fly it, but it was going to be like a 2-hour flight, and I just didn't quite have the time. I got to go ahead and start putting together some chicken coop stuff as well, because our chickens are getting bigger. So I need to attend to that later this evening. So we're going to do a short flight, 45 minutes or so up the coastline. It's going to be a good one. Captain Simp, good to see you, man. Fly to live. Peteski, AJ, what's going on there? Bill's Mafia's in the house. Terry's here. Daniel Fogelberg, what's up, man? Good to see you. McCallum, good to see you as well. Mr. Saturday in the house. What's up, Mr. Saturday? Good to see you, my man. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing fired up. We aren't flying the Piston Duke, and we're not flying the special Juice livery. That's saved for Tour de Americas. Oh, look, another Duke is on the ramp to join us here. SBVT, SBST, I'm not quite sure where we are, but I did pick up this livery. Now, it has the dynamic registration bug, but check out this livery from for the Duke. It's pretty cool. I picked it up on the Flight Sim TO. Now, one thing I did notice, so, oh my gosh, if we have a stutter, I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle that. So let me give you a real quick here before we get going. So when I booted up my PC, I was still in the beta, and the sim just started auto-updating into Sim Update 2 beta, which I heard is nothing but problems. So I paused it. Then I got out of the beta, thought it wouldn't, but it didn't work, so then I had to finish the download. Then I was on Sim Update 2 beta. I launched the sim, didn't open anything in the sim. Then I quit the desktop, launched the sim again, restarted the PC, got out of the beta. Everything seemed to be working, but I have noticed a little stutter every now and then, and I don't know what is causing that. If it's and it's not the Duke, because it happened in multiple test aircraft today that I was messing around with, so I hope I didn't mess up my sim somehow, but I've heard the Sim Update 2 beta is a no-go right now, so I've backed out of the beta. I typically don't do betas at all. The only reason I had to do that last one was for the 350. So hopefully we don't have any issues today. Dylan says, my sim is cooked. Everything is so stuttery lately. Oh, no, Dylan. Don't tell me that, dude. Don't tell me that. Howdy, yep, Sim Update 2 beta is a fat mess. Yeah, Diabetic Lad, that's what I have heard. And I knew that I didn't want to install Sim Update 2 beta, but apparently I had auto install on, so I don't know. Al W, what's going on, man? 41 months of support. Spring is in the air, or winter, or summer. I know, Al. It's just good old Texas, man. 90 degrees today, 40 degrees tomorrow, windy, rainy, sunny. It's just springtime, man. Just springtime, Al. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Which plane? This is the Turbine Duke from Black Square. So, not officially supported yet, but as of late, it's been perfect. So, I don't know. Digital Merc seems some of the issues are Microsoft Store version. I and others opted out or ran Sim Update to beta on Steam. Fine. Interesting, Digital Merc. And I didn't even attempt to run it because I heard so many bad things. Maybe I should have attempted it, but I don't know. So let's go ahead and pull the control lock off our throttles. We'll go ahead and set them in the idle position. There we go. That's good. We'll hide the yoke for right now. Let's go ahead and load up this aircraft. Now, I did I did cook the engines. I accidentally tried to load in real quick. I had my thrust levers forward, and I hit the starter switches were on, and it cooked both of them, so engine condition went to 0. So we got new engines for this flight, but that's okay. This is not our big time Duke that we fly on Tour de Americas. But let's go ahead and get a payload in here. 200, 180. What does SimBrief say for fuel real quick? Let's work backwards. Our fuel ramp fuel today shouldn't be that much. 1230 with the alternate. So yeah, well, that's because the alternate's all the way back here. Let's go 80 and 80. Jeez. 1230. Okay, 95 gallons aside. Let's ditch 2 people in the back here. Let's empty those out. Wonderful. So now we are looking at a takeoff weight of 6,500 pounds, which is 500 below max. Plenty of gas. We got 4 people on board. That looks good to me. We'll go ahead and pull the pitot covers, the engine covers, so we no longer need that. We'll go ahead and hide this. We'll pull this off here. Close that, and I'll just close the cabin door from here. Cabin door will be closed from the EFB. Yes, it is looking good. All right, cool. AJ Funari, thank you for the $3 super chat. Thanks for paying to beta test Yellow Sim Mafia. No way, man. Yellow Sim Mafia is AJ, I don't know how y'all are flying 2020 still. I tried it again today. It's just the flying, I can't do it, man. I never thought Microsoft 2020 flying, the feeling of flying, was bad. I just, after being in 2024 so much, I can feel the difference, and it's clear as day, and I can't do it, man. I can't do it. Yellow or not, AJ, but cheers. Thanks for the $3 super chat, my man. Rusty says, now we all need 32 gigabytes of VRAM. Yeah, I would highly recommend that if you can. VRAM is king. The buildings around the beach in Santos are all crooked to their sides. Straight building is bad design for Santos, not joking. Oh, so for like in real life they are, Gus. We got our resident Brazilian Canadian guy in the house. What's up, Gus? Good to see you, man. Tom Pasco, 59 months. Goodness me. Your GA content is underrated and underappreciated by most. Thank you, Tom Pasco. Appreciate you. For me, today was a perfect example of how amazing GA content is. V1 Nation. Tom Pasco, thank you for the support. 59 months, who just did a discovery flight, got to fly around. How fun is that, man, huh? Flying around a 172. Everyone's like, oh, I don't like GA flying, and then you go fly one for real, Tom. It's pretty sweet, isn't it? Pretty sweet feeling. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Looks like you had a lot of fun. Thanks for sharing that in the Discord, man. That's really, really cool. When are we going to do Tour de Americas? Man, we're going to have a lot of catch up. We might have to do a Tour de Americas week next week because I work Friday, Saturday. I get back. Well, I do Cancun turns Friday and Saturday. But Saturday after I get back, I have to work on my boat because Sunday I got another tournament. So it's going to have to be till next week. Unless I drop Saturday, which is a likely possibility. I might drop Saturday, but we'll see. One step at a time. Lucas, another Brazilian resident here. Have a great flight. Hey, Lucas, welcome on board, man. Good to see you, dude. All right, here we go. Battery master. We'll go both on there. Let's go. Beacon nav is coming on. Check our power. Idle forward cutoff. That checks. Sim sounds are checked. That looks good. Let's go ahead and get our oil cooler doors to the full open position. We'll turn on the electric pitch trim. Hide this real quick here. Pressurization air is off for now. Blowers are off. All circuit breaker lights. All circuit breakers are in. That looks good. I don't need any other additional lighting at this point, so we'll wait for those doors to open all the way up. Clear the master caution. Have a magic barrel ref. We filed 21,000 feet Gus, what's the VFR altitude restrictions down here in the old Brasil? Can we go fly around at like 5,500 feet? We did file 21, but we'll have to see here. If we can't stay VFR, we might just have to give it a full send. We got our window open for engine start. Let's go ahead and run the aux pump test. Got fuel pressure. We can audibly hear it. Wing pump, we can audibly hear both of those. Wonderful. Okay, so for engine start, clear the caution. Sounds are up. Everybody, take a listen. Let's go ahead and bring our cams up online. We're going to go ahead and start number 1 first. Whoa, for sound purposes, since it's right outside the door here. So, number 1, ignition 2 on. Starter. Shh. Monitoring the NG. Max motor it. .740 ITT is pretty hot. Starter off. Ignition auto. Good start on number 1. Gosh, that never gets old, huh? Never gets old on engine start. Let's go ahead and run number 2. Actually, we'll get inverter on right now. Inverter's coming on. Avionics stays off. Let's go ahead and start number 2. Rotation. Yeah, diabetic glide. You see the shake on the yoke? Isn't that pretty cool? Love force feedback, man. See if we can get a little more juice out of it. 18.3. Hit it. Something is going weird with the fuel flow. I'm seeing some weird needle behaviors here. Starter off. All right, generator 1, generator 2, auto, avionics. Close that up. Let everything come to life here. Let's go ahead and get our Garmin on. Greetings, Riker. What's going on, man? What's the route today? Exclamation point route. We're headed up to Santos Dumont, my friend. Up to Santos Dumont. We're going to try to stay low level, but we shall see. Let's go ahead and just squawk VFR. What's the VFR squawk in Brazil? 1200. We'll squawk 2000 for right now. Let our Garmin's power up. 5500 is set. We'll come down and take a look at our pressurization. Let's go lower auto cool. What's the temp in there? 88 degrees. Yeah, it's warm, so we don't need pressurization there. That looks good. So we are auto cool for now. Our filed altitude, we filed 21, so we'll go ahead and set that just in case we do go all the way up there. 21,000 feet is set. Got our GPS loaded up here. Cali Simmer in the house. Spent a lot of time in California and Salt Lake City the last couple of days. Good to see you, Cali Simmer. I had an absolute smasher in LAX on, what day was that? 3 days ago. 198 feet per minute. Not awesome. Then the FO was talking mad smack, and then he had a 193 in Salt Lake. And I said, ha. And then I had an 80 foot per minute on my redemption landing back in LA. But man, Salt Lake, let's here, while we acquire our satellites here, real quick. Salt Lake City Airport, the new terminal and everything, I haven't been there in years. It is amazing now. Salt Lake City is top of the list of good airports to fly to. Not only is it beautiful, which we all knew that, but I mean the actual terminals themselves, like the new terminal, like buildings and everything now, it's just fantastic. It's absolutely wonderful. Bearded Aviator, what's up, man? Sorry to repeat this, but I really love how realistic you make these streams when I fly. It's whatever. Hey, Bearded Aviator. Hey, I'm glad you enjoy it, man. Glad you enjoyed that. We try to do some realism in there. We do some realism. We have some fun. We like to try to keep it somewhat realistic, right? Hold on. Oh, nope. Thought someone was calling me. That was important. All right, let's take a quick look at our flight plan here. So we're going to go flight plan cursor, do this thing, and let's go ahead and SBST. Yep, we'll go ahead and enter that. And then from there, we're going to Ukdan Nibru. So let's go ahead and type these in. We do have an airway in here. Ukdan in Brasil. I don't think you can put airway. I know you can't put airways in this, so we're going to have to kind of wing it. Nibru, Nibru, Brasil. And then from there, we're going Upper Zulu 171 to Kevin. Now, real quick, let me look on Sky Vector to see what fixes are on that airway. So give me a second. How many fixes are on that airway? None. Okay. Or line in Upper Zulu 171. There is Umbad. Just one fix, I guess. So Umbad, we'll add that in here. UMBAD. And then it's Kevin from there. Kevun. Kilo Echo Victor Uniform November. SBRJ. Now I know there's some fancy approaches in here. Hopefully we'll be able to just kind of give ourselves a vector for the visual. All right, that looks good. Flight plan will close you out. We'll put you on, tell you what, let's put you on that page. We'll put you on this. Put this on this page here for terrain awareness. All right. So let's go ahead and do a radio check. Yeah, we're 22.8. Sierra Bravo, Sierra Tango traffic. November 357 Bravo, Sierra taxi runway 17 from the north departure. Haven't been to Salt Lake, but I've always liked Indy. Indy's all right too. Indy's all right too. But Salt Lake is on another level, man. I'm telling you, Salt Lake is on another level. Taxi lights coming on. Brakes released. Jeremy Harper, what's up, man? Good to see you. I had Salt Lake ground services are really good. Yeah. They are. Salt Lake is just a great airport. Oh, I'm going to taxi this. Sorry, dude. Try to make a tight turn there. Aviation Blaze, good to see you, my man. What's going on? I heard Salt Lake, wrong thing. Hello, V1, I'm going on Friday for some Garrett's popcorn and some deep dish pizza. Ooh, Chicago on Friday. Very cool, Aviation Blaze. Very cool. Get yourself a nice deep dish pizza. Why do we have master caution? We got a bunch of stuff we need to do. Let's go ahead and set ourselves up here on the... see that stutter? What is that going on? Why are we stuttering, Chad? I don't like that. Come on, Microsoft. That's pretty much IFR, isn't it? That's not very good. All right, take a look here. Pitch trim is in the green. That works. Make sure I have the right... I don't have the right yoke set in here. Let me throw the right yoke binding in here. What are we? NG yoke. Preset. Nicolem, I don't think it's only on the scenery. Somebody was telling me that they felt it on, or they have that stutter, there we go, elsewhere too. It might have been a sim thing. Now, I was always on the Sim Update 1 beta. I don't think I ever went to Sim Update 1, and then now I went to Sim Update 2 beta, then back to Sim Update 1. So I don't know, man. Yeah, whatever Microsoft did, Sim Update 1 beta, Sim 2 beta really screws some crap up. I agree, man. It's not good, Ken. not good at all. Okay, so here we go. Before takeoff, windshield heat. We'll go ahead and do that. That looks good. Left and right, that looks good. Pitot and stall heat, we'll kill those. We'll get you up and running. Beautiful. Left and right prop heats. That checks. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get the pitot and stall heat on for takeoff. Left and right engine ignition. Doors are open. That looks good. Lower, we're going to actually have to turn you off. You can see we have the air conditioner open on the ground. We're going to have to turn you off for takeoff. So blower is coming off for takeoff. We'll go ahead and squawk altitude. Do a quick little prop run up here. I think is it just stuttering? Is that why I see those needles jump like that? That's not good. That should work fine. All right. SPSC traffic, November 357 Bravo Sierra, going to be departing runway 17 out to the north. All right, we're going to spin the CDI around. Going to put you on RNAV. Oh no, we're doing regular nav. Regular nav 082. Spin the heading bug around. All right, let's go. Look at that little wingtip rocket engine. Rest him on the brakes. All right. That is the best sound, isn't it, TV flight? All right, here we go. Spool them up and get out of here. Let's go flying. Get my heading bug selected here. A little crooked, so that's alright. Watch that torque. Yeah, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Airspeed alive. A little hot. Positive ring, gear up, Flightbox. Oh, it's nice to be back in Duke here. Let's go right, 173. Sierra Bravo Sierra, taking traffic. Duke 7 Bravo Sierra, 600 up to 55, last call. Climbing out just fine. Throw you on that load there. That's the traffic. There's 1,000 feet. RPM. Dude, thanks for the support, man. Gonna try to maintain this membership. Well, worth it. Hey, dude. Glad you're enjoying it, man. Ooh, a little bit of rain. For those commercial members out there, you did just get access to a new shorts video. Yeah, we're gonna have to be straight up IFR for IMC. Well, we're IMC, so we gotta go IFR. Here comes our turn. Then we'll center the needles. We'll go ahead and get the auto blower on. You see, after takeoff, we've got our air conditioner now. It's coming on. Different to what we've been running. We've been doing the heater. All right, new track line. so much for a scenic view. What is this all about? Let me turn the sim sounds down a little bit. That rainbow was awesome. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything down low. That's not good. So much for our scenery today. 083, keep that turn coming. We're going to keep climbing up. Let's just go ahead and set 21. That's what we filed. If we can get to an area of some... I'll tell you what, let's go inert steps on here too. Inert steps are coming on. It's going to take some power and run some temps, so monitor those engine instruments there. If we can get to an area where it'll be VFR, then we'll go back VFR and descend down. But right now, this is definitely going to be an IFR departure. So a nice intercept heading here. Let's go ahead and run that power back up about 1,000. With those inert separators on, though, you got to really watch the temps. 750 at 1,000. About all she's got. We'll rejoin here, doing about 130 knots. Outside air temp is good. Inside is 78 degrees. A little hot. Hot and humid though. Ooh, look at that. We're breaking out on top already.
Traffic north 610.
Victor Silva says lots of rain on the afternoon this time of year. Yeah, I believe it. What's the weather? What I should have done, we should have flown to Cancun since that's where I'm going this weekend. Probably should have checked the forecast before I picked up the trips. Oh, there we go. Breakout mode. Weather looks to be spotty rain for about half the flight. All right. Good to know. Sync those props up a little bit better there. All right, re-intercept the heading here. Run that power back up, about 1,000 RPM. Watch that temp. We're doing 750. Let's go ahead and kill the ice deflects. Ice deflectors are coming off. Trimmed out. She's looking good. Pressurization verified. Cabin is pressurizing. That is good. Auto cool is working. Air conditioning on. 73 degrees in here. Beautiful. Don't want it to get too cold though. Don't want it to get too cold. We'll go ahead and go ignition off. And we'll leave the pitot and stall heater on for right now. Remember, that windshield ice is kind of the telltale sign that we're going to need to get our other heats on. Right now, everything is looking pretty good. One would almost say this looks like real life. Almost real life. Man, that color blue of this livery is... look at how that blue shines. I mean, that is a sweet color. Is a sweet little livery on this. There's a lot of white on this livery, but it looks pretty dang good. We'll tell you that. There's 10,000 feet. Let's kill the lights that are unnecessary. We'll just go, actually, we'll leave strobe and nav. We'll go beacon. All these others can come off. That looks good. We'll zoom this sucker out here. I guess I should have turned the weather radar on. I can't get over how much better the cloud and atmosphere conditions are in 2024 at Matty K. I know, man. But here's the thing. The visual aspects are one thing, but just flying around in 2024 is just so much more fluid, man. Organic feeling, fluid. It's just where it's at. Yeah, where's Nabil when you need him? That's just a last minute GA stream tonight, just because I really wanted to fly something while I had the chance. Man, I've only streamed, what, twice in like 2 weeks? So, been super busy. Figure it's a good time to play catch up. But I do, next week will definitely be much better. I can almost guarantee it. after we get through this weekend, I'm pretty much off for an entire week. Then I got one turn, and then I think I only have 2 overnights next month. So I'm going to load up the schedule this month in preparation for baby number 4. This is how corporate America gets a hold of our legendary YouTube pilot, Captain Sim. Somebody's got to do it, man. Someone's got to go fly people around for real. Tell you what, it's amazing how much I catch myself observing and looking for when I'm out flying the line. I'm comparing it to the sim. Like, oh, speaking of, I wanted to say this. So the last time we flew, I think we flew into LAX, right? We did the Salt Lake LAX flight in the Fenix. And I said when we were landing in LAX, I noticed that there were a lot of stalagmites in the sim after the update, where there was like just these blocky textures going into LAX. Now this is going to sound crazy. It's going to sound real crazy. But going into LAX for real, there's a lot more large vertical trees that I didn't notice before. And that's what Microsoft is trying to represent. Now, obviously, it's not a very good representation, because if you look up close to them, they literally look like these rock formations that aren't really there. But they're representing what is there, and they're these big trees, as opposed to horizontal trees. No, like they're not palm trees, A-Rod, but they're like, I don't know what types of trees they are. They're really puffy, and they look, and they're all trimmed like columns. I never noticed that before going into LA. Pine, maybe they're pine, but they're trimmed. You know, they're trimmed. So next time y'all fly into LA for real, be on the lookout for that. And so that kind of clued me into, oh, that's why LAX in the sim seemed like we're flying with a bunch of stalagmites on approach. But it does a pretty dang good job. I got a cool, so flying into LA on the first day, the touchdown zone was 600 RVR, or no, the far end was 600 RVR, and the touchdown zone was clear. The massive, dense fog bank was rolling into LAX. That's pretty sweet. We landed VFR, taxied with our low vis charts. I call bushes puffy trees. Well, that's a good way to put it, Andy. Yeah, I guess but no, they're not bushes because they're tall. They're too tall. I guess I could put the autopilot on here. It's just so nice to be trimmed out here. Who ordered the Moza yoke? I know there was a lot of talk about it in the Discord. This would be a good, since I am using force feedback right now. I can't wait to see what they have in store up there at the expo. I want to see the Moza yoke at the expo. I also want to be like, hey, what happened to me? I thought you guys liked me. We had a deal. No, we didn't have a deal, but I still love my Moza AB9 base. But I would love to see how the Moza yoke handles, knowing what I know how the AB9 works. And then I really, really want to see that wing full floor-mounted yoke there. I think those are columnar conifers. I have them up here in Sacto as well. Sacktown? Sacramento? Really, Al? Maybe, yeah. I will take a look. Well, I'm not going to LA now for a while. I'm doing all South Terrence now, going down south, but Windwing won your heart, 737 pilot? Dude, I tell you what, man. All I can think about when I see that floor-mounted yoke is the 727 and the 747 and the 757 and the 737. But that's the last thing that comes to mind, if I'm being completely honest. The 737 is the last thing that comes to mind for me. But I can't imagine flying a PMDG 7.4 with the... Wow, it got really cold in here. Warm it up. With an actual yoke. Alright, everything looks good. We're in trim, autopilot, heading. Let's go right into nav mode. That looks good. Just going to do a little dance here for a second. That's alright. 320 Alpha Sierra, you got it? Nice. The Moza software is the future. As you know, force feedback software is everything. Very true, Fred, Boeing 73. And thanks for the $5 super chat, my man. I appreciate you. And Fred has a really good point here, y'all. For those of you that are looking at force feedbacking and thinking about getting into it, software is huge. You could have a great product, but if it doesn't interact with the sim correctly, you might as well have a paperweight. So the Moza software that I run for the AB9 base is miles better than the CLS to sim software that I have to use for the Brunner. Now, with that said, the Brunner, as clunky as it is, it still has some really powerful, or I guess powerful is the wrong word here, some real in-depth niche things that you can tune that I haven't seen personally updated yet in the Moza software. So I wonder, I'm also running an older version though, so I'm wondering how they're going to implement those things in the future. I haven't seen any videos. I wanted to watch, there's like a G-Lock Media guy who did a video on the Moza yoke. I've been meaning to watch it. I'm curious what he says about the software. But since he has a Brunner, he probably knows CLS to sim like I do. SimCube came out with an active pedal for 3K a few years ago, and it's really good. Moza just came out with the same thing for 800. Wow. That's crazy. Oscar, so the SimApp Pro, I've heard negative things about that. I've heard negative things about SimApp Pro, but I don't think I've ever used it. Maybe I used it a little bit for my Windwing Super Taurus or something, but I don't know. All right, we're leveling here at 21,000 feet. Pressurization looks good. Temps are coming back up. It's now 60 degrees in here. We'll go ahead and get some air circulating around the cabin here. It got too cold. Let's go ahead and bring those props back. We'll do a nice quiet cruise. Since we got a short flight, let's just enjoy this one. We'll pull the power back. No need to go Mach 7. Let's come all the way back to like 1750. Go right on the edge of the yellow. Actually, we'll call it 1800 because I think if I go back, it won't be on that yellow. 1800 on the props. Bring our torque down a little bit. 750 ITT, that's a wee bit hot. There we go, let's get it off that line. Let's do, shoot for like 950 on the torque, maybe? 900. We'll see what that nets us right there. Man, talk about some spotty clouds. So much for the Brazil update, huh? Can see some stuff down there. Might have to take a look at our approaches. For real. I was not planning on doing any approaches today. Bluebird coming out in 2028. Man, you guys are killing me. Listen, I can't wait for the Bluebird. And the fact is, though, knowing what I know now about Sim Update 2, you know what? Maybe 2024 will be dead before it comes out, because if Microsoft keeps going backwards with the updates here, then we're going to have problems. We're going to have big problems. Oh, I see why they wanted me off of Kevin, because this is part of the arrival. Let's throw this in the box. I think we can do the solo one out. Can I load stars in this thing here? Let's see. Select approach. Nope. I want to select arrival. Proceed, yeah. Select arrival. It was the, what was it? ASLU 1 Alpha. ASAL 1 Alpha. Sure. Off of Kevin. Runway, what's the winds doing down there in Santos Dumont? Weather, winds 160 at 9. So land 20. Isn't 20? We'll do 20 left. Load it, and then I'm going to go cursor, and we're going to go direct on that waypoint there. There we go. Get us on the arrival. And we'll fly this arrival here for a little bit, and we'll go from there. SimApp Pro UI is terrible. Reminds me of trying to program a schedule into thermostat. Uh-oh. I don't want to hear that. If 2024 is dead, what's next? Explain. Highball 09. Don't rule it out, man. Don't rule it out. That's what's crazy. You can't rule out X-Plane. Because I don't know if I could go back to 2020. I think I would rather go back to X-Plane with a bunch of add-ons than 2020. Anyone, have you seen the complete walk-around video of the Beech, Duke? I'm sure I've seen one of them, man. Like, you mean real-world stuff, right? "2024 being dead is just drama." No, it's not dead. It's not dead. But I was a little disappointed in the initial update beta. But here's the thing. It's a beta, right? So I'd rather them get it all screwed up now in beta. I'm just happy Fenix fixed their issues already. I can get back to fumbling my flows. You using the, yeah, that's, I mean, heck, the Fenix is going to be a great airplane to practice flows in. But now, aren't you, what about the AnyBuilds 330, right? A-Rod, isn't that, wouldn't that be, well, I don't know how, I don't know if you want to use that for real systems training, to be honest with you. We'll see. You tell me. I don't know. I've never flown a 330. Thomas Ray, what's up, man? Have you seen some of the new images of the graphic updates to 12? Lots of new assets. No, I've hidden the X-Plane 12 channel on my own Discord because you guys keep piping off in there, and I just don't want to see it. Some of the assets look good for sure, but I don't want to entertain the idea unless I have to. Don't want to entertain the idea unless I have to. It's just missing dual cooling and pack flow knob. Ah, yeah. Did a lot of dual cooling this last trip, man. Flew I flew a mix. So I flew 321 CEOs and NEOs. NEOs? Yeah, I flew both. But we had no APU on a day with 3 legs, and then we had a plane swap, which was good. So we swapped out of it, so we only had it for 2 legs. But you can dual A-Rot. So can you dual cool with ground air? Systems question. Can you dual cool with ground air if your APU bleed isn't up? Terry, welcome to Commercial Pilot, man. Good to see you, man. Thank you so much for the support. Luke Wallace says, I do software beta testing as part of my job. Normal stuff with the Sim Update 2 beta. All right. Well, that makes me feel better, Luke. Makes me feel better, man. Ooh, it looks like we might be able to break out and go straight VFR. I tell you what. Let's go ahead and let's start. Let's just try to descend down. Watch this. We're going to set 7 thou. Attitude hold. I'm going to bring the power back. We're just going to kind of nosedive it over here. This is the great part about the Turbine Duke. You know, in the Piston Duke, you can't really do that. Shock cooling engine. Look at that. We can just dive and drive. We're going to get an off-schedule descent, though, here, or the equivalent to that. If we don't change this, probably going to increase the rate here as well. Whoa, what do we got going on here? A virtual flight diaries. VFD dropping the 20 gifted memberships. My goodness, VFD, thank you so much for the massive sub bomb. Getting the channel right back on its feet after my unplanned absences. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the support. Very, very kind, VFD. Very, very kind. Hope you're having a wonderful week, and I swear, guys, next week we're gonna be hitting the content hard. All right, we're gonna be doing 2-a-days. It's gonna be fun. I want to visit. BS Logistics again, not Tour de Americas. BS Logistics. We haven't opened up our career company in quite some time, so yes, 350 into Queenstown will happen. I still have I have all the streams already scheduled. I just have them private so that I can just launch them when I'm ready. But yeah, we're gonna pick it back up, guys. Don't worry. I got sucked into corporate American greed, you know? Eastern T3, what's up, man? Thanks for the £5 donation, dude. The only way for me to ever consider X-Plane is if the big devs like PMDG, Fenix, and Flightbeam start developing for them. Very true, Eastern T3. And I was kind of Yeah, it's kind of like tongue-in-cheek more I think about it now when I said I'll go back to X-Plane. I'm going to go heading mode here. We're going to fly VFR as we dive down through the sucker hole here so we can take a look at Brasil. But Eastern T3, you're absolutely right, man. Thanks for the £5 donation. I can't even begin to contain my excitement when I think of the 777 in 2024. Like, I have the Blackbird 777 throttles I want to show you guys. I want to fly the 737 stuff in 2024. I have been missing my PMDG airplanes, so hopefully they're going to be popping out here pretty soon for 2024, and we're going to be flying a lot of them. So we got to get our Airbusing in while we can, because once PMDG gets compatible, probably going to see a lot of Boeing on this channel. I'm also really hoping that we're going to see the 727 get an update, because it's been kind of quiet over there. I know they're working on an internal beta stuff for 2024. I would love to see that 72 back in 2024. I miss that bird. I see Lyric Lemon. He's flying it all the time in the Discord, posting screenies, and it does look good. Doing his part to boost the GA and the YouTube algorithm. Sure, yeah, VFD sure is, man. Thank you again, Virtual Flight Diaries, for the massive, massive sub bomb. Very, very kind. Captain McGee, I am not braving Sim Update 2. I am not. I got scared. It inadvertently installed, and then I immediately uninstalled it. So I think that stutter has fixed itself too. Maybe it was just a fluke thing. Everything seems pretty smooth here. I'm gonna dive down here low level. Let's go back to like 5,500 feet, and we're gonna kind of tour these beaches, get below this cloud deck here. So don't mind me as I dive and drive us down here. I want to see the Brazil update up close. It's FSS, don't hold your breath. I know, I'm not. I'm on a ventilator. What do you think of the CRJ V2 Racer XL? I watched I didn't even know they were working on one, a V2 for that CRJ. I watched some of XP72's stream when I was in the hotel the other night. It looked pretty good. But to be completely honest with you, man, I haven't flown the CRJ in so long, I wouldn't really be able to tell you if it even looked any different than what I remember. Now, I do understand that the Boris AudioWorks sound pack is not yet compatible with V2. So that alone, for me, I'm probably not going to fly the CRJ until I can get the Boris sound pack on that thing, because the Boris sound pack on the CRJ was incredible. So I'll be hanging tight for that one. L1011, best looking three-hole. It's up there, Perry. It's yeah, it's a toss-up, man. I think they're both equally beautiful. One's a wide body and one's a narrow body. Because I do love the look of that L10, man. I do love that L1011 look. I think it almost comes down to livery. You know? I think some liveries on the 727 look better than an L1011, and then some L1011 stuff looks even better than the 72, depending on the livery. Yeah, Victor Silva. It will. Boris did mention in my Discord that it will work for the version 2 of the CRJ. He just has to make an update for it. So it should work. Let's come down even lower. Let's do 4,500. Oh yeah, this is nice. I'm getting a little bit of turbulence here. It's okay. We're gonna come down here and take a look at these beaches. I just read there's a 7.3 Classic coming. Yes, Logo Lights, I'm aware of that. We'll see, man. Look, I know there's a lot of opinions about a subscription-based aircraft, and I understand, and I can totally agree on multiple levels or multiple sides of the arguments. But I will do my due diligence as a content creator for y'all and try to get myself, I will purchase, either purchase it outright or I may just sample it for a few weeks, because I have to try it. If it's going to be our only 7.3 Classic, I have to try it, man. I can't not have a 7.3 Classic be out and not try it. Now, a couple of the images that I saw, I've actually started to raise an eyebrow a little bit. There are some things in there that I've seen that I'm like, I don't know about that. John Seifert, over a year of support. Thank you so much, man. Great times indeed, John. Here's to the next year, my friend. about trees. Let's go down to 35. Let's go down to 35. Let's go down even lower. Gotta check out Complete Walkaround channel, second only to your channel. Seriously though, amazing short film content. Cost-own planes. Oh, Daniel, you're talking, that's the name of the channel? I probably watched it, because if it's cost to own, I watched multiple cost to own videos of the Duke. So I probably already watched it, to be honest with you. Thrust set, what's up, man? Thrust set, I must say you live rent-free in my head now when I'm going down the runway. And we say thrust set, because now I think thrust set simulations. So congratulations on living rent-free in my brain for takeoff. Jeremy Harvey says, imagine a Boris 7.3 Classic sound set. Ooh, yeah, that would be on a whole nother level of juice, Jeremy. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Alright, so if we stay low along the mountains here at 3,500 feet, we'll give it, juice it up a little bit here. Props are still back 1,800, that's fine. We're just going to kind of ride the coastline VFR. That looks great. My brain needs an interior remodel, you're telling me, dude. See a lot of sim hardware for 2025. Meridian GMT looks interesting. Perry, there is a whole lot of interesting stuff coming out this year. There is a whole lot of interesting stuff. I'm just excited that we're seeing the kind of soft or hardware development for flight sim. I mean, I gotta believe that if it wasn't for Microsoft Flight Simulator and we were still just playing X-Plane, I don't know if we would be seeing these types of hardware add-ons coming out. Like the fact that Windwing is coming in to take everybody's lunch money. Let's be honest about it. I mean, it is very clear what they're trying to do. They are coming into the genre to take over and take everybody's lunch money. So, and then sell it back to them. That's what Windwing is on a mission to do. Moza is bringing their gear that they are very familiar with as far as racing is concerned. They've been doing the force feedback thing for racing for a while, so they're breaking into the market. I haven't seen all that much from Thrustmaster. Have anybody seen anything from Thrustmaster? I don't remember seeing any videos from the FS weekend about Thrustmaster stuff, so I'm not sure about them. I mean, there's a bunch of different. You got the Flight FLITE sim guys doing a yoke. Thrustmaster and Logitech are AWOL, which is crazy, A-Rod, because doesn't Thrustmaster have some sort of force feedback racing stuff or like driving stuff anyway? And you would have figured with their name in this market, if they were on it, I feel like they could have captured the market, but at this point they do seem AWOL, that is for sure. Because now everybody knows who Windwing. I didn't even know who Windwing. I mean, I knew who Windwing was a little bit because they had some of their DCS stuff, but now everybody knows who Windwing is. Which would be the more scenic route, Gus? Should we go around this point here? What's our GPS say? Or should we go inside in here? Let's go up through here. Go around? Yeah, this is a beautiful VFR flight right now, man. This is looking great. Logitech as well as Thrustmaster. Yeah, dude, I haven't seen Logitech around forever. Logitech is big into force feedback on the racing wheel, and they were big on the FSX too. Yeah, I had a lot of Logitech stuff. Saytech, Logitech. Thrustmaster is done with flight sim, it seems. Yeah. Virpil is the one I'm waiting for. Their force feedback offering should be out later this year. Yeah, Virpil. Virpil's another one. Oh, that's right. Sigtech was acquired by Logitech. There you go. That's right. That's right. I knew one of them combined. Digital Merc, I think everything we've seen so far is belt-driven, right? Or Windwing has both. Windwing has a direct drive and a belt-driven version stick, right? Now, what's interesting is the base is... I thought the Moza base was big, but man, the freaking Windwing side stick base is massive. Whirlpool gear is made of titanium. Wow. That's pretty good. Probably aren't going to have any issues with breaking that. I've got the feeling Thrustmaster got complacent. Potentially, Johan. I really don't know, man. Or maybe they just didn't want to... It's hard to say that they didn't want to pursue the market that they had, but... I mean, because they still... I mean, for non-force feedback, the TCA yoke is still a great piece of hardware, man. There's no debating it. For a non-force feedback piece of kit, the Thrustmaster yoke is the way to go. Their other stuff, I mean, I'd say you get what you pay for, but freaking Windwing has an entry-level side stick that's what, the same price as the Captain stick on the Airbus, and it's, in my opinion, it's got a shorter travel range, but it just feels better. It appears and feels better quality. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, man. Waiting till you come back to the Caribbean. Abdilo, I'm going to do it, man. I'm going to do it, Abdilo. Next month, dude. I got to finish my flying this week. I still may drop Saturday. I don't know. We'll see. Should I drop Saturday or should I just do it? Thrustmaster solid with entry-level stuff, but it's not quality. I'm upgrading after mine stopped working. That's a good plan. Yeah, once it bites the dust, upgrade, man. Upgrade. Drop it. Do it. Drop it. Which runway? We're gonna land on the Juice runway. Is it 02? I think the winds are favoring 20. Man, the beaches look really good down there too, don't they? I mean, that beach looks like... Can you go to any of these beaches, or is this all just uninhabitable? Unhospitable? Unless you have a boat? I mean, this looks like some pretty aggressive terrain. I wish the wind was blowing a little bit more. We are live weather, so... This reminds me of the Isla Sorna... What's the dinosaur movie? Jurassic Park 3, King Air scene? Boat only, Captain Commander Ricard. Wow, that would be fun, though. Have your own little private beach. Fred, Bowen 738, man, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Every time we upgrade a control, something new and better comes out. Not a bad thing, but tough on the wallet. 100%, Fred. 100%. I know exactly what you're talking about, man. Seems like the same is true with PCs, too, even, you know? Turbine Duke, AFO, what's going on, man? Welcome in, dude. We're just doing some low-level VFR hop up to Santos Dumont. I think as soon as we cross this bay area here... let's close that app, actually. Maybe that was causing the stutter. I don't know. So as soon as we cross over here, there's this island here. And then that's where it's going to get juicy up here. So let's go ahead and take a look at... we have plenty of fuel because we had an alternate that we're not really going to. I'll increase the power just a little bit since we're flying over water. Juice it up here, 800 on the torque. Thanks again, Fred. But yeah, I agree with you, man. Got my ATP CTP class in 2 weeks, so bringing plenty of coffee. Pilot jet fuel, man, AFO. Good luck, my dude. You're going to crush it. Anyone look at the changelog for 2024 Sim Update 2 Beta? I have not, but somebody mentioned, Thrustset, that the Sim Update 2 Beta allows a stepping of the propeller axes. So right now, as it sits, wow, it got hot in here. We need to go. Oh, that's because it's on blower, not auto cool. Right now, as it sits, as my air conditioning scoop pops open here, gotta love it. It does also increase the drag on the airplane. What were we talking about? Oh, as it sits right now, I cannot bind my propeller levers to feather in the Duke. Okay, can do the mixtures, can do the throttles, but I cannot get the propeller lever axes to step down a notch into feather. You have to click it. And I think in the changelog it mentioned something about that, so that would be pretty sweet. I can say I have no regrets after a few years with my Virpil. Truly quality. Yeah, Virpil is Virpil. I've got the Virpil. So I have the Wing Wing. I can't remember which one is which. I have the Hawk 60 Collective. Is that from Virpil or Wing? And then I have the Cyber Taurus, which I'm pretty sure the Cyber Taurus is Wing for the F-18. Then I have a couple other Virpil grips. I have Constellation 2, the Alpha. Yeah, good stuff, man, all the way around. Thrustset says I'm working with Sim Update 2 Beta right now. Interesting. Well, let me know how it is for you, Thrustset. I'm not going to jump into a beta probably until it's been well vetted by those of you in the Discord. Say, yeah, it's stable. Go ahead and do it. 1-2. No, I was hardcore into DCS for a while, man. I was really, I was hardcore into DCS. We had our own squadron. But I got hardcore into helicopters. It's actually, you guys remember Max Rank? He floats around the channel sometimes. He's the one that convinced me to go all in. And I tell you what, if you like helicopter flying, there is nothing like flying a helicopter with a proper collective and cyclic. It is a whole nother ballgame. I was a master at flying the Huey with my HOTAS and my Warthog, just a regular side stick Warthog HOTAS and just a regular thrust quadrant. When I got a cyclic and collective, I couldn't fly. I had to relearn how to fly the helicopter. But it's a ton of fun. I was also hardcore in the Apache. Big time Apache. We did a few streams on the Apache. There might be a few of you that remember. Flying with Bert. Mr. Bert. Add VR. Yeah, Digital Merc. Fly Navy says when he puts VR on and flies DCS, he thinks he's actually in a dogfight. So, pretty crazy stuff, man. We're gonna scoot to the right here just a hair. Yeah, the Huey and Apache are great. I've been wanting... I don't know what'll bring me back into DCS, man. I've been waiting for a Huey, overhaul forever. I don't think it'll ever happen, but... I would have loved to see a Venom UH-1Y or a twin Huey, you know? V1, which video card did you find better for 24, NVIDIA or AMD? Looking at getting a new computer soon. AFO. So I'm running the AMD right now, and I've had 2 crashes related to the AMD in, how long have I had it? 2 months, 3 months? So in 3 months, I've had 2 driver timeout crashes. Other than those 2 crashes, a driver timeout error, it has been flawless. I've been running the sim hard. I've been running super high LODs, 300 and up. Ultra settings on almost everything, ultra and high on a lot of stuff, and streaming at the same time. So if you don't stream, it should be even better. So it's hard for me to knock AMD unless we have any more crashes. My NVIDIA, I had no issues with my NVIDIA card. I love my NVIDIA. I still love NVIDIA. The only reason I even switched in the first place was because I wanted more VRAM, because I don't have a stream PC and I do everything off the same computer. So I tried to go the 5090 route. It didn't work. Valiant effort. Did not work. So I had to go the backup way. When you're the one driving DFW passengers crazy, I'm sure you know about that one person the other day. What do you know? Oh, Tom. You talking about the chick in Terminal D? Yeah, I don't know what happened. Dude, she looks like the same one that... There was an instance in Dallas like a couple of years ago. It looks like the same chick, honestly. Yeah, I was not there for that. She went a little cuckoo. I will say, when we got into Dallas last night, we're going to go along this beach over here. I'm going to come to the left. There was, I counted them, there was 62 airplanes waiting for departure. 62. It looked like a parking lot. I haven't seen DFW so backed up in a very long time. We snuck in because we were coming from the west, so we didn't have any problems. But there were some big thunderstorms that popped off, a lot of hail, just to the east of the field. Like, they literally shut down the eastern half of departures and arrivals, and it became a parking lot out there. Maddie K, thank you for the $10 super chat, my man. Appreciate you, Maddie K. How you doing? Question, what is your side stick AP disconnect binding set to? Yours works as it should IRL. Mine goes AP1, AP2, then gives me master warning after clear. I believe, chat, what is the autopilot disconnect button for the Fenix? I believe it is autopilot off. Are you talking, here's the thing, Maddie K, are you talking 2024 or 2020? Because I think it makes a difference. I believe the binding is autopilot off, not toggle autopilot. It's autopilot off, all caps. Thanks, guys. Yeah, Maddie K, thanks for the $10 super chat. But I know exactly what you're referring to because I did, or is it disengage? Yeah, it's one of the two. It's not the toggle, because the toggle, Maddie K, I believe, does what you do, right? Where it cycles 1 and 2. If you guys have suggestions for pre-built PCs, I'm all ears. I don't want to build one again. Build one, man. Build one. Autopilot off is both for 2020 and 2024, says Fred. Okay, so autopilot off. Apparently DFW is getting reworked in a city update. We're going to have to revisit DFW because the last time we were there, I didn't have enough VRAM. It actually looked half decent. The DFW in 2024 looks half decent. But I ran out of VRAM the last time we were there, so we're going to have to give it another shot here in a second. Maybe... Zippy's in the house. Maybe we should have a Cancun landing challenge. DFW Cancun, you have to fly it in real time. You have to fly, you have to have photographic evidence of a landing rate program, and you have to beat my landing. If I fly to Cancun. Let's see. I'll probably fly the first one to Cancun, fly back. Then the next day I'll probably fly back. Zippy. You did see where I was going. Where were you going? You were streaming? No, you were training. How's training, Zippy? Well, Diabetic Lab. Yeah, that's the thing. I do it Friday and Saturday. Ah, Punta Cana. Very nice. Got the flows down? You're a professional 737 driver now. Drop down 2,500. Let's imagine bear ref update. Meh. Even lower. People have been asking me questions and I feel dirty knowing answers about the 737. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. How do you keep cool when AP was in op? Just grind your teeth and deal with it? Yeah, well, Luke, it wasn't terrible. It was the APU bleed was out, so you could still use the generator, which, that's all right. I mean, and so here's the other thing, Luke. Oh, where's A-Rod? Are you still here? 321 Neo Pratt & Whitney A-Rod for crossbleed. What's your minimum N1 percentage for crossbleed engine start? And then I'll answer Luke's question. Minimum bleed pressure for a crossbleed. on a Pratt & Whitney Neo. V, when I was at MCO last night, are there always a bunch of Spirit and Frontier birds parked away from the terminal? Back. I believe so. I believe that's maintenance base for both of those airlines, right? I think Frontier... I know Frontier does, right? Frontier, that's their big base. At least I thought it was. Frontier and Spirit have bases there. So anywhere you have a base, you may have a maintenance facility. Not everywhere, but probably have some sort of maintenance people. So yeah, that's pretty common. Pretty common. So I guess A-Rot left, but Luke, so the Neo, when you don't have an APU bleed, the Neo is actually pretty easy because the crossbleed start procedure is idle. The engine will automatically increase its N2, or actually increase its idle speed to provide enough power to start the other engine that you're cross-bleeding. So having no APU bleed was not a terrible issue because you had, you do the ground cart start, which the Neos they just start better on a ground cart. You don't need as much airflow, I guess. Or you don't need a cart that's as strong. I feel like the CEOs always needed a stronger ground cart, but the Neos are great. So yeah, you just start one at the gate. It gets a little bit warm. If it was 110 degrees outside, then it would not have been it wouldn't have been a very enjoyable experience. But it was mild temperatures. We were in LA and Salt Lake, and start one at the gate, and then you push back. You don't have to do anything special, man. You just start number one. So you don't have to tell ground, hey, we need to do a cross bleed, we need to go somewhere to start an engine. You're not doing an MD-80 where you got to rev it up to like 60% and blast everybody behind you. You don't even have to tell them that you're doing a cross bleed because you're just starting an engine. There's no difference. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow in the, we're going to be we don't have a Neo to do that in, do we? Ken LeMay, always good to see GA flying. What's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Panel lighting on here. Now this must be a popular beach, I would imagine. This looks pretty popular. They got some like dirt roads going all the way down here. That looks awesome. That looks awesome. That's an old 430. It is. Yep, Garmin 430. Good thing there's no ATC. You're flying through a military restricted area. Uh-oh. Am I really? That's not good. Or the mid-build 321. Yeah, we could see. I don't know if it'll accurately represent it though, will it? Let's do a little commercial turn here. Blackbird Controls dropping the $5 super chat, Bob. Man, I was just thinking about you the other day, man. I haven't heard you in a few days. I was hoping everything was all good. That's a nice plane you got there. Gotta love the Duke. Blackbird Controls, it is indeed, man. I love it. Love the Duke. Thanks for the $5 super chat, man. Hope all is well. We were talking about you earlier about 777 Blackbird throttles. Also, I know you secret RJ lovers out there. RJ85, BAE 146. You got to check out the Blackbird Controls 146 levers. They are awesome. Toga switches. You got the idle cut switch. It's freaking sweet, man. Absolutely sweet. Blackbird Controls gifted the 10 subs. Out of the gate, this channel has been sponsored by Blackbird Controls. Thank you so much, man, for the 10 gifted subs, dude. Hope you're doing well, like I said earlier. Thanks again for the support. If y'all have the Honeycomb Bravo, which you all should have, you need to be checking out Blackbird Controls. He's got, what does he have now? So Blackbird has the 777 throttle quadrant. He's got the 737 quadrant. He's got the 727 quadrant. He has the BAE 146/RJ85 quadrant. Am I missing any? So, come a long way from just the 727 levers. Zach, knowing that I know that you love to fly the Duke because I convinced you that you don't need to fly the other one anymore, which shall remain nameless. Flying the Duke with the Honeycomb Bravo, it's a whole other ball game. Do it. I'm waiting for the Meridian GMT Rolex. What is that? I gotta look it up. You're the second person to mention that. Let me look this up. I don't know what you're referring to. I didn't know it was a Quadrant. Meridian AMD GTX CL65. What is it? AMD Greenwich Mean Time Rolex Watch Quadrant. What a freaking name that. Wait, what? That's a watch. I don't see anything about quadrants. You trolling me? You're trolling me, right? Damn it. I see nothing but watches. The Mighty 222. Thanks for the 5 New Zealands, man. Appreciate you. Hear me out. This quality of the turboprop and a Dash 8 or 1900. Oh my goodness. Someone please. Hey, the Mighty 222. It's coming, man. It's coming. The who's making it? It's the Q guy. The Q guy. It's coming. It's coming. Have no fear. It is coming. All right, now we're getting to the juice up here where this is going to be where it's really neat. We'll go VFR right up the coast here. Meridian GMT. Oh. The Tango Plus Quadrant. Let me see Tango Plus Quadrant. If this crashes my sim, I'll be upset. Tango Plus Throttle Quadrant. Why'd you say Rolex? Ooh. Hold on. Chat. Hold the phone. We need to do some study. Oh, it's... Why do you wait till now to look at this? It looks like a Bravo. Aluminum, vegan, leather, base. What's a vegan? The leather is vegan? How can you have vegan leather? Because isn't leather by definition meat? Skin? Skins of meat animals? How can you have vegan leather? What is vegan leather? I've never heard of vegan leather, but I'm just from Texas. That looks very interesting. Very interesting. No information on it, huh? It's Nikki's. Who's Nikki? Wait, Nikki from Bravo? Oh, the former Honeycomb guy? Really? I was going to say it looks like Honeycomb. It's the skin of a vegetarian. Jeez. Look at that. All my orthos are so blurry. That looks real. Chat. That looks like real life, chat. ProDesk Sim. ProDesk Sim products. ProDesk Sim. Why do I know ProDesk Sim? I can't think of them. I'm drawing a blank. Honeycomb Reborn. I guess it's woke for synthetic leather. So vegan leather is plastic. Why don't they just say plastic? Say the line. Look at that. That looks incredible. Let's slow down a little bit here. Let's enjoy this. Let's bring the power off. That looks amazing. It's the Hunter. AJ, thanks for the $2 super chat. Why is leather on a throttle quadrant? It's not leather, it's plastic. Plastic doesn't sound cool. Okay. Oh, that's what I was thinking of, diabetic lead. Yeah, that's right. It's made of PVC and polyurethane. Bring back... Yeah, what happened to pleather? I thought plastic leather was pleather. I guess I'm not cool, because I know what pleather is. Yeah. Very familiar with pleather. Doing the vast visual. We're going to fly around Christ the Redeemer, and we're just going to fly around. Nobody's online. Santos Tucson traffic. Duke, November 357 Bravo here. We're about 15 miles to the southeast, out over the coastline, doing a visual approach up into Santos Tucson. What runway are you guys landing up there? 02 or 20? Can barely hear him. 02 is the juice approach, right? Wow. Wow, look at that. There's the football. Is that for football?
You're landing from
Alright, they're landing 20. Football. Where's Gus when you need him? There's soccer. The soccer stadiums are down there. Basically, every American has pleather if they have leather. Oh, every American auto has pleather if they have leather. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Oscar. You're right. Yeah, there's the soccer stadiums. I tell you, if there was only some sort of throttle handle manufacturer around, I know it, AJ. If you call pleather vegan leather, you could sell it for a bunch more because of marketing. I gotcha. I gotcha, Blackbird Controls. That was Olympic Park. That's very cool. What little field is this? I wonder if they get little corporate guys going in there to go to the football games. So, this is probably going to be an illegal flight around here, but I really want to come up. So the Christ the Redeemer statue is on one of these things, right? I think it's on like over here around this turn. Military field of SBSC Santa Cruz. Oh, really? That's a military field. Okay. Wow, these mountains look really good. How do I get a bit like that? That doesn't look like 2020 at all, or that is a well improved from 2024 default mountain. Like you could tell this is a world update here for sure. That looks really nice. AJ gave you a rundown. Yeah. Is it really vegan though? Is it really just dinosaur leather at that point? I've been causing all sorts of chaos for the Brazilian military today. I sure have. Military airspace violation, and nah, maybe we should have filed. We should have filed as a military aircraft. Next time we do this, we'll have to file as a military aircraft. Bill's Mafia, listen. Which I'd rather ask for forgiveness than permission. Oh my gosh, come on, look at that. Screenshot. What is this beach? Are these just like resorts? I want to stay at that beach right down there. Whoa, what is this place in the mountain? Is that a hotel in the mountain up there? What is that? This is where I want to come stay. If I'm coming to Brazil, I want to come here. This one looks too commercialized. I want to come over here, a little bit off the beaten path. Are there houses in the hillside up there? Those are houses up there. This is where I need a house. How expensive is it to live up there? It would be, could you imagine that being your view all the time? It's an abandoned hotel, says Feather. Really? Well, we're going to do more. We're going to do lots more of this flying, Tom. I love this kind of flying here. Dude, how much more fun is this than flying a 319 at 40,000, well, 39,000 feet. I mean, don't get me wrong, Airbus is juice, but this is sweet. Okay, so there's the statue. We're going to do a tight turn in here, and then we're going to come to the right. We're going to go right by the statue, so this is going to be highly illegal. Let's go ahead and slow it up a little bit, kind of do some slow flight almost, help our radius of turn. Blackbird, thanks for the $5 super chat, man. Appreciate you. I feel compelled to cover my next standalone product in leather and call it 100% grade A certified GMO leather. Blackbird, I think that's a wonderful idea, dude. Wonderful idea. You should do it, absolutely. Thanks again for the $5 super chat, man. Appreciate you. All of Blackbird Controls products are certified vegan plastic. On the VAP approach, you fly between those two mountains. Really? Yeah, the runways are right over here, aren't they? There's the statue. Wow. Grass-fed plastic. All right, nobody's online. Nobody's departing. We're looking good. There's the field, right? I want to get a view of this. I want to get a screenshot of this. Screenshot. Oh my goodness. This is turn right, further right, further right. Screenshot. That is awesome. That is awesome. All right, let's not get into the approach path here. Let's circle back out to the right. Wow. That's incredible. Isn't there like a gondola thing around here? Or like a, where you get in the little box thing and you slide down the mountain over here? This update is insane. Let's go up over the city. Let me see if anybody's around us here. So he's landing. He's already on the ground. Let's come right. Doing a right turn. Doing a city tour here. And then we'll set up for a... We'll do that. I guess we have a left downwind for 02. So we're going to fly up over the city. Wow, you can look at the detail on the beach down there. You see all the little cabanas and stuff like that? Wow. You can even see what I believe to be our people. Or umbrellas. Copacabana Beach right there. That is awesome, man. Feeder, thanks for the 10 AIs, man. I invite you to fly the small airfield where my flight school is located. I made the scenery there. Very close to FSprojects. You can search for my flight sim. SIAN. Feeder. Thank you so much for the 10 AIs, man. Really appreciate that. I will take a look, dude. We are not done with doing a few little Brazil updates here. Or Brazil flights. This is really cool. This world update is insane. Look at that down there. I will check it out for sure, man. Thank you so much for the support. And for those in chat that want a little G8 field around here, check out SIAN, Flight Sim TO. It's so realistic you could even see someone jet drowning. Jesus. I want to come up over here. Nobody on approach. Santos Dumont traffic, November 357 Bravo Sierra, 2,500. We're about 3 southwest. Actually, we're about 3 west of the field, headed northbound. We're going to do a teardrop, come back around, make left traffic, 02 left, Santos Dumont. And now this is where I remember the approach pass. So you can take from the Airbus that we flew here in the 73, we came in through here, and we did like the tight R&P over that football stadium. And then you come all the way around here and land right there. But this is a pretty incredible world update here. Drop the link for the airport and useful links only. Awesome. Thank you, AJ. So if you want to check out SIAN, it's already linked from AJ in the useful links section. Tom, I'm with you, man. I have Brazilian fans. I do. I know. Actually, Brazil is... it comes up as on one of the countries as like viewers on the channel. So it's obviously the US, Europe, and then I think it's Brazil or Mexico. Those are like the next 2 in line for countries' viewership for the channel. Looks Barry Seal approved, does it, AJ? We'll have to check it out, man. So that's the big boy airport over there, right? That's where all the wide bodies go. Wow. Kind of want to let the sun set. How's our fuel? Doing good. Let me run it forward a little bit. Let's to almost blue hour, because real world time is like now, I think, right? So I think that's actually more realistic. Kind of want to see with all the lights come on. What? Look at this stadium over here. Whoa, look at the detail on that one. We need a helicopter to fly in there. Johan Jacobs, thanks for the 10 gifted subs again, my man. Appreciate you. Thank you, Johan. Thanks for the 10 gifted subs to the channel, man. You guys are absolutely awesome for the support. Yeah, look at the soccer stadium down there. Everyone's doing their soccer things. That is cool. Man, what an incredibly dense city. You know, I feel like it's almost more dense than the normal city. It's almost just like a LA density. Everything is really tightly packed. All right, let's spin it around and set up for an approach. SPRJ is being very restricted right now. Only very few flights, most traffic are being directed to SPGL. Really? Very interesting. I love this. That's what I needed, man. That's what I needed today. Get in here, just do some sightseeing. What is real time? Dark? Yeah, it's too dark. 1920. Real time is like now, AJ. So if that's real time, let's do a blue light approach then. Let's do a blue light approach. Yeah, because real time is straight up pitch black. We'll do a blue hour approach with the lights on. Wow, I can only imagine my GPU is going to be cooking right now. 2020 blue hour is second to none. Second to none, chat. And we're in a Turbine Duke. I mean, come on. To put that on a shirt, what, real time is like now? 16 million people in Rio de Janeiro metro. That's pretty good, man. That is pretty good. Santos to Mont traffic, November 357 Bravo Sierra. We're under 45 the downwind, left downwind for 02 left, Santos to Mont. So we're going to do our own little left downwind here. We'll go ahead and let's get lower. Set 1500. I'm leaving the autopilot on so I can enjoy these views. But we'll hand fly the approach a little bit closer. Oh, we got to fly over. We're going to fly this road here. I heard 2020. I got the 2024. This is 2024. Sorry, did I confuse y'all? Yeah, this is 2024. 2024. Yeah, 2020 is dead to me. Come on now. 2020 is dead to me. All right, sim sounds are coming up. Let's get flight recorder up. Don't crash. You know what? We almost did the F-28. I was going to do F-28, but you guys voted against it. That is Maracana Stadium, Victor Silva says. Maracana, huh? Flaps approach. We're keeping our props way back from noise, too. We're trying to be nice to all the people living down there. All right, let's go ahead and start the recording, and then I'm just going to turn the autopilot off. We're going to hand fly all the way in. Autopilot's coming off. Oh, before I did that, I should have said, let's just set a reference here, 02 approximately. I'll throw you into nav mode. I know I'm not tracking anything. just going to hand fly around the corner here. Santa small traffic. November 357 Bravo Sierra left downwind 02 left. Now I thought 02 right was the longer runway. Should we be landing on 02 right? Back in time for landing. Just in time, man. Look at this. Look at this beautiful place. Got to do some videos here, Mr. Sat. Got to do some cinematic juice. Alright, as we prep for landing, those are coming to auto. It's going to get a little toasty, but blower's coming off. Blower's coming off. That looks good. Pressurization is set. Beats are good. Lights are coming on. Wow, look at this. I got to come here, man. This has got to be on the bucket list. Drop the gear. Full flaps, 100 knots. Right on this limit here. San Esteban traffic, 7 Bravo Sierra, turn to final 02 left. Alright, we're on speed, gear is down, props are back. Get on Pappy here. That's where we trip the ignition. Alright, we're on ref speed. Nice and slow here, 100 knots. A little bit of a stuttering situation going on here. Whoa. Uh-oh. Stutters, man. Smooth all day. Kind of hard to be stable with that stutter fest, but I stopped recording. Is that causing it? Look at that. Did that fix it? Might be the flight recorder that I'm using. Alright, let's go ahead and dump. That's good. Next to this guy. This is default handcrafted, I think, is what it is. Avionics master's coming off. Generator's off. We're idle. Tether. Inverter. You hear the frogs croaking? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Santos Dumont. Listen to that. Let's walk over to the BP. What are all these buses here for? This is actually pretty highly detailed. Alright, I'm not going to waste too much time. Can I go through the fence? Oh, I thought I could go through the fence. That's right. Looks like there's a 320 Neo or something over there getting ready to blast off. Alright, let's watch this replay. We'll see how we did here. We tried to recover the stutter fest, but I'm not sure. We'll get you back up. We'll get you back up. Actually, I think we're going to keep you in idle cutoff. We'll go on. That's both. Battery, replay. Alright. Lights are on. Gear back up. Alright, well, hey. That was quite the scenic little welcome back to Flight Sim. I've been gone for about a week, so I really enjoyed that. I know it was a short one, but it was sweet, and man, we saw some cool stuff. And we're going to do some more flying around here. I think if I have time tomorrow, oh look, the statue's lit up now. That's really cool. The statue's lit up. If I have time tomorrow, we are planning to do A319 flight into here from the north side. So be sticking around for that. Make sure your notifications are on, because I don't have a scheduled time yet if I'm going to do it at all. But that is the next tentative plan. Then it will be 350 ops after that. So let's go ahead and run this through here, see how we land. Here's coming down. I mean, how do you do this approach and not just fly it into the water by looking at the scenery? This is incredible. Engine damage incoming. Matty K. I already had to redo the engines before the stream. I'll be curious to see if it stutters on final again. Zach, take it. We got the hiccups. Good time to leave. Got the hiccups. Take it easy, Zach. We'll see you next time, man. Johan, thanks for the support, man. We'll see you. Take it easy. When is next leg for Tour de Americas? Bearded Aviator, TBD, man. I haven't, because we're only doing those on weekends. And my weekends are just pretty much stacked right now. So I will schedule it with plenty of notice. Unless I drop my turn on Saturday. It would have to be on Saturday. We'll see. Let's see if we recover this here. Thank you, Matty K. Appreciate you, man. Take it easy. See ya, Bills Mafia. See ya, Terry. Yeah, see, it's even stuttering in the replay. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know. Been some funky business. Sim Update 1. Look at that. I don't know what happened. That's exactly what we saw. Tried to save it in Stutterfest. Oh, that was still pretty dang good. Sounds are still 10 for 10. It's like as soon as we landed, stutter stopped. Definitely a sim issue, dude. I agree. Definitely. Alright. I'm going to wind it all the way back. I'll tell you what. I'll let you watch the last one in a sunrise. So sunrise here is just as incredible. So I'll let y'all watch it on a sunrise. That's it for me. All right, y'all. Stay safe, stay healthy. I'm V1. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for all the support. Hit the like button real quick before you go if you haven't already. You got to get the Duke streams in the algorithm. My goodness. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. Stay safe, stay healthy. I'm V1. So.